Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for the week of July 15th, 2019. We still knee deep in Mercury retrograde and it has been giving me the blues on all levels. Let's not even talk about it. But still I rise, still I record. Let's see, so coming up tomorrow on the 16th we have a full moon partial eclipse in Capricorn. That's gonna be a mess. That's gonna be a mess because you already have the moon and all the deep emotions and healing and the subconscious and spirituality, all that being eclipsed. So you're not having all the information that you need. And then on top of that being in Capricorn, which is a sign of like go get it, make it happen, very practical, very left brain, very like, push through no matter what. So that's definitely deep healing. Like it's gonna hurt. Like if y'all ain't been doing the work, hey. What are the major themes for my air signs for the week of July 15th, 2019, please? So last week's theme was just stand in your power. So hopefully you were able to do that to navigate the rockiness that was last week too. I'm going through it right with y'all. So hey, here's what it is. Oh, we got a nice guardian. Oh, so the funny thing is that I have been trying to record this video on multiple attempts, and does not came out in the other attempt too. So some stuff just is what it is. Okay, first of all, angel number 168, as I looked it up, see if that resonates with you. Okay, we got the one bamboo peacock, right? She represents wealth, achievement, right? But also we wonder about her not looking in the mirror. We question why she is looking away, why she's avoiding being reflected, standing in her own power, while she's avoiding the internal work, right? Eclipse energy, there you go. The internal work, right? Because she's obviously done plenty of external work, right? She's got her riches. She has a peacock at her feet. Peacock is Oshun as well. That's one of her symbols before she turned to vulture. But she has all these riches around her, but yet she's still avoiding doing the internal work. So, and then you have the 6 circles, peach. Interesting. 2 women which both represent achievement and extravagance. Now the peach is a younger girl. 6, the number of domesticity, home, kind of giving birth to things, to new ways of being, new ways of maneuvering throughout life. Not necessarily material stuff, but it could be. But she has her abundance, right? She's a young girl. She can be naive, right? Because she represents romance as well, but there's a certain level of naivete to the peach as well. So. And then we got this knot card, right? 8, karmic number. So tying, untying, dealing with anxieties, kind of wading through murky waters. I told y'all that already though with this Capricorn, full moon being in Capricorn and being eclipsed. And of course the knot didn't come by itself. Okay, with a guardian. Which is an orchid, and we'll take an orchid, right? Orchids are, again, all this is extravagance. All of this is love. All of this is progress and abundance. Orchids are amazing because they're about striving for the best, right? Not settling for less. Going after the goal. Standing in your power. Reaching for only the best. So it's interesting that it came with this knot card, right? So the knot with the guardian, the knot and the orchid together is basically saying there could be some anxieties this week. No surprise there. We already knew that was going to happen with this eclipse. Or some issues with tying things together or letting them go. Right? We'll have to clarify later. And then the solution is just to keep rising. Keep striving for the best. Do not settle. Right? Keep your eye on the prize. Keep reaching high. All right? So let's clarify this peacock card, please. Okay, so East, what I tell you, self-reflecting, right? Focusing on yourself. So this is what I just said already. Yes, you have these things that are working, that you're working on around you and that are coming up, and this progress that is coming that you're finally seeing, but you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on your own healing, your own emotions. Just even build it up yourself. Even without this, there's no healing, so to speak, in the cards right now, but this is like, who are you? Your identity. Making sure you know who you are so that you can stand in your power, right? right? Like we said last week. Two circles pine, a young man. Now this is interesting. The pine is right underneath the peach. So for some of you, this is definitely a relationship, um, a nod to a relationship between a young girl and a young man. But again, you could be naive, right? You could be giving away too much. See, look, because she's the peach. She has her abundance, right? She's extravagant. She's done everything she needs to do. Um, but then the pine, he's still trying to figure it out. He's still trying to figure out. He's a good guy. He's, he has a pine tree. He doesn't waver. He doesn't bend. But he's still trying to figure it out. He ain't got no peaches. She do. He has a pen in his hand, right? So this can also represent writing, um, thinking, journaling, stuff like that. Maybe thinking too much, right? Because at the end of the day, she eating, he not. So for some of you, that's your message. That's interesting that just came out. I've never read it like that. White card, blank slate, right? Mysticism. The universe being on your side. Transformation. So all of this, talking about the peacock, looking at yourself, being willing to transform, being willing to do the dirty work, being willing to reflect on what you view as stability, right? What makes your life stable? What do you want to see in your life? Being willing to reflect on partnerships, on romance, just right out. Being willing to reflect on spirituality. You got the pine mixed with white. That's all spirituality, and it's what is your new beginnings. Because y'all know what comes out the full moon? New moon. All right, so Willow, I knew this card was gonna come up. Two. The universe, like, okay, you like that? But I had a feeling that this Willow was gonna come up when I was talking about the pine, because it's the exact opposite. Okay, so in clarifying the peach card, first card we got is the Willow. It's a 9. I think it's interesting. It's a complete inverse of the peach, right? So it's still about endings, domestic endings, right? Endings in domestic situations, creative new endings. Sorry, the camera angle is different. But yeah, just in clarifying the peach. So the thing about the willow, unlike the pine, the willow is more flexible. It goes with the flow. It's more resilient, right? The winds of change come, good, bad, ugly, and the willow stands there, which is good. It's firmly rooted. We like that, particularly when it comes to relationships and when it comes to endings. So this is saying, if something that has to end, don't let it break you, right? Be flexible in your endings. Don't let it, and I feel like that means mentally and emotionally. Don't throw no tantrums. Don't be mad. Stuff that has to leave your life must. Just allow it. Bounce back. Okay, I get it again. Okay, I get it. Look at the big picture. And this message is emphasized because you got 2 willows back to back. Remember? Only 4 in the whole deck, 144 cards. And you got 2 of them in the same reading, back to back. So the willow also represents healing. So you have this young girl who is healing, this young girl who is getting her money, this young girl who is stepping into her abundance, right? Maybe even her identity. And that requires deep healing. It requires deep communication with herself. Requires deep contemplation with herself, as well as with her higher self, the universe. So we like that. Commence, right? What did I just tell you? New beginnings. New beginnings coming out of this. New beginnings coming out of your ability to heal, basically. I mean, it's a new you, really. Look at these 2 9s ending, please. In a 1 universal month, and then you got the commence card, right? Getting ready for something new. All right, so let's clarify this knot card with this book. Healing, I already told you that. Told right underneath the willow. Then you got the peach again. Then you got the house. You got cards repeating. It's done. Okay. So in clarifying the knot with the orchid, you got 3 bamboo toad. Healing, creativity, I told you. Coming into your own, creative ways of healing. So this doesn't mean just going to the doctor or just meditating, which we recommend. But this is like using your creativity to heal, right? Using your creativity to heal yourself as well as your intimate relationships on all levels. To kind of free your mind and the rest will follow type of energy. Being ready, being poised to take action when the time comes. Thinking, dreaming things up. This is a full moon. I think this is dreaming big. Toad, can be literally interpreted as overachievement, right? You're kind of thinking too big. But I disagree with this because you have the orchid. The orchid tells you to strive for only the best, baby. The orchid says, don't you ever settle. You feed me my 1 ice cube a week because that's how orchids work, right? You give me my perfect life, my perfect temperature. So this is saying like on a creative level, go for the goal, dream big. This is a full moon, baby. Next to another peach, next to more abundance, next to more clarity came up, to be honest. And it's interesting because 6 is a Capricorn number to me, right? It's about slow and steady winning the race. It's a very stable, right? Because if you have 6 legs, that's even more stable than 2 legs, right? It is about abundance, like I said, giving birth to stuff, creative things, pushing forward, right? But getting stuff done. She has enough fruit to share it. You see what I'm saying? Look at her dress and how it's flowing. She's not wanting for nothing. She knows who she is. As a result of what? Striving for the highest standards. Tying or untying what needed to be. But the sword isn't here, so we don't know if this not, for some people, this might be tying up, right? Link it with somebody who has your best interest, who can take you to the next level. Or untying. That's up to you. As long as your highest standards are being reached, the situation is unique, individual to you. Then we got the last card of the spread is the 5-wand house. Change, right? The house is about 5 is about change. That's what we talked about here with this eclipse. This new full moon eclipse. It's all about change. Whatever do you mean? You can't deal with Capricorn and the moon in Capricorn, and talking about you ain't gonna change something. Oh yes, you are. You about to change something. But this is positive change. This is new beginnings because it's right underneath the commence. So this is beautiful. This is way better than last week, air signs. Way better. Way better. This is your immediate environment. Like I said, this is your body. Some of you are like trying to eat right, trying to get better physically. This is your house where you live. This is your neighborhood. This is where you work. This is whatever realm. This could even be the earth for some of you. So that's what that is. That's how this works. All these new beginnings. Let's see. We got a 6 and another 6, some 9s. A lot of healing, but this is positive. This is progress. This is moving forward. Only one guardian, and that's just saying keep striving for the best. But otherwise, this is you good. This is a beautiful reading. Don't forget to self-reflect though. As you step up, as you move into your power, as you accept your power, don't forget to look at yourself and make sure that everything that you're doing aligns with your identity. That means creatively, that means in terms of home, job, spiritually, is this who I am? And everything else is coming, you got it. Relationships, right? Partnerships, is this who I am? Does this new beginning align with my identity? Right? Don't be scared to look at yourself in the mirror. The man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take that. That's way better than last week. Last week was a beast. So, okay. So let's do the individual readings. So we will start with Libra. All right, Libra. All right, commence. So angel number 32. Look it up, Libra. See if it resonates with you. You got the commence card. And it's cool because we got that in the general reading too. So y'all get ready. Y'all just getting poised right now. Right now, the universe wants you to just be ready. Get all your ducks in a row. Make sure you're dressed. Make sure you have all your accoutrements. Make sure your tools are sharpened. Make sure your footing is firm, right? Because you're about to have your time, Libra. It's about to be your time, showtime for you to finally be able to shoot this arrow. Because I feel like you haven't been able to, right? I feel like things have kind of been like, yeah, your new beginnings have been not so obvious, not so forthright, right? Oh yeah, new beginnings, a new moon, and it's like, where? But I feel like your time is coming now, and the universe is letting you know that, but be ready for these things. What does that involve? That means, remember, reflecting on yourself, knowing who you are. That he knows he's an archer. That's why he's ready to shoot his arrow. Anybody comes to him, oh, I'm an archer, this is what I'm doing. I know who I am, therefore I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. Bam. Remember, because the general message, know who you are. Right? Don't shy away from self-reflection. Okay. Gemini. 3, bamboo toad. Angel number 3, Gemini. Look it up, see if it resonates with you. Okay, so 3, right? We have bamboo, we're talking about relationships. 3 is about creativity, ascended masters, things like that. Joy. 3 is a very happy number. So I think this is healing. This is joyful healing. The toad also came up in the general reading, talking about over-ambition, talking about healing, being ready. The toad is also on the verge, it's right on the edge of the water, ready to dive in. I feel like this is emotions for you, Gemini, because of this full moon being eclipsed, right? And it's a full moon in here. We have all these winds coming around, swirling of change, creative changes, familial changes, so be on the lookout for that. But also look out the water, all the things that are going on in the water, the deep emotional body that are going on behind the scenes creatively that you don't see, all the emotional work that you're doing. So I feel like the message is similar for Gemini as it is for Libra. Be ready. Be ready to dive in. Be ready to dive into these emotional waters because that's where your abundance comes from, Gemini. That's how you get it. That's how she had her 2 peaches this year. She did the work. Okay. We'll get to Aquarius in 2.2 seconds. I just got it. There we go. All right, Aquarius. 4 bamboo card. All right, angel number 4, Aquarius. Look it up, see if that resonates with you. What do we talk about? Stability. What do we talk about that? The number 6, a Capricorn number. So 4 is also about stability. Bamboo, we're talking about relationships, but again, I feel like this is your relationship with yourself. This carpet's here by himself. Ain't nobody, other people in this picture. It's him. You can't even see what he's looking at. He's reflecting on himself. This is exactly what I said in the general reading. This is a time for self-reflection. This is a time for getting your mind right. He has to be mentally stable. He has to be emotionally stable before he can make a move, before he can give anybody any advice, before he can do anything. He has to know who he is and be firm in his identity. Right? The universe is speaking to him. He's allowing it to speak to him. But guess what? He's not looking at that fish. Who is he looking at? He's focusing on himself first. So even before you can act on the things around you and that the universe puts into your life, good, bad, or indifferent, you have to first know who you are. You got to know who you are, Aquarius. Don't allow the winds of change to come and blow you from side to side like, well, this is who I am. Well, I guess this is who I am. No. Know who you are first. Get a firm foundation of self, firm foundation of your mental and your emotional stability, and everything else literally will come to your feet. Because look at what's happening with this card. Bam. All right, air signs. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out, y'all.